Welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about how great the Villages is, and it's really the people, the actions they do, the things that just happen. You know, I was busy doing my itinerary every day of what I was doing and going to craft fairs, doing all that kind of stuff. And in my Facebook Village group, I belong to the Citrus Grove Facebook group, and someone posted important recall on Yamaha golf carts. And I happen to own a 2023 Yamaha golf cart, and they were recalling everything from 2016 to 2024 for this spring item. And they just wanted you to come. They had different dates starting from February 24th to March 7th. I know when you're watching this, it's after March 7th. But at places like Spanish Springs, Brownwood, Magnolia Plaza, different places. And it didn't matter who you purchased your golf cart from. And I think this is one of the wonderful things that the Villages does, because it was the Villages golf cart store, plus I believe I could see some Yamaha people there, and it said this spring was malfunctioning and they wanted to check it. It's a recall, and so you just go to one of these locations during the day. So I thought that was terrific, that hey, I'm gonna go. I'm in the Villages, they're doing the recall. Let's not wait around and figure out the problem later on a service call, since I just been on a service in January. So why not do this while they're doing this recall? And decided to go to Magnolia Plaza. And in the Everglades, they set this up. They set up this place where you drive in the Everglades Rec Center and you line up 3 carts in a row. And I went pretty early. I went 8:30. You know, I figured, I talked to my wife and I said, you know what? At Revel, I'm going to have breakfast later. And that leads into the friends and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I got in line here. I'm in the middle of the line. And I'm like, I'm glad I came early, because the line's not too deep, but there's quite a few carts here. I'm at least about 9 or 10 deep, 3 wide. That's about 30 carts. Some people in line told me they had seen it at other places, and in Brownwood it was down the road and around the corner. So I kind of was glad I went. So I thought I would give you a little insight to how it went. So you went to the head of your row, and then a guy would come along and tell you which lane to get in. And they actually had like 4 service lanes. They took the 3 and they kind of alternated them between these service lanes. And it was interesting because once you got there and they told you to go, you just drove up to the spot and they asked you to get out of your cart. And basically from there, with it shut off, they push it through kind of almost like an assembly line, which I thought was really, you know, this speeds up. You're getting the service, you know, that you are looking for, that you want to have them check it out. So one of the guys in line said, you know, I wonder if anybody's going to be fixed, because in the notice it said 1%, the failure of the recall was 1%. So I was anticipating them to check it and say, that's enough, I'm done. I decided to take a look at what they're doing. So on the golf cart, they basically take off the floorboard, and the spring is down there. I believe it's hitched to the pedal, and there's a major spring that he's working on. And it turns out they were replacing every spring in every cart. Even though it said it only affected 1%, Yamaha on this recall was putting a new spring and bolt in every cart. And I was really, really impressed that they did this. Now that guy over there is working on my cart, and from this blue Yamaha with the yellow seats. So that's my golf cart. They worked on it, but I took a look. there is a big spring down there that they were replacing. And they were putting bolts on to make sure it was bolted. The first guy took off the floorboard and the mat, and then it's like an assembly. They change the spring, and then the other guy puts it all back together, puts the floorboard and panels back together, and you're pretty much done. If you look here, I mean, they've got a lot of springs. Each one of those boxes is a spring, and then on the other end, your cart is getting done, and
this one yours?
And finished. See, they wheel it up for the next person to go ahead and put those parts back together. So they have you move over to the side, which, yeah, I think this is pretty good. So my cart's done. So it was probably a 15-minute, maybe 20-minute process, but I love their mass production. So I went to Revel. You know, I said, hey, I'm here early in the morning. Let's go over to Revel. And I sit at the bar. And sitting at the bar, I sit between a couple, and then later a guy comes to my other side, and the couple recognizes me from watching YouTube, which is great. They're from Long Island. They just purchased a new house, a brand new house below the turnpike, and we had a great chat, had a lot in common. And after we got done kind of chatting, and they were getting ready kind of to leave, the guy said, I watched your videos too. I'm from California. It really does make me feel really good that they said it was very helpful. The information that I gave, that always makes me feel really good. And it was great. You know, I had a good breakfast. The Revel is still a great place to go for breakfast for what you would like to eat. You know, the conversation with the California person, he's into the whole golf cart lifestyle, which is great. We had a lot to discuss over golf carts. He moved into Sophie's Point over in Well Point. It was great to see. Now, when I went to the farmer's market, I had other people that stopped me. And you can actually see in my, I should call it the Strawberry Festival, but it's mostly farmer's market. In one of the part of the video, I could see it, which I couldn't see before. A young couple was going by me while I was kind of weaving back and forth, and I was going to a strawberry where they were selling strawberries. And this couple tapped me on the shoulder. I stopped filming, and they were thanking me as they watched my videos and moved to the villages. Now, they're young, and the 80-20 rule or whatever, they got to live there, and they were very happy and just wanted to meet me and say thank you. That was really nice. And then in another part of the video, I get on the other side of the whole square, the circle, and I can see a lady in the video. Now, I didn't notice this before because I wasn't looking for this lady, but I'm talking to the people on stilts at the Strawberry Festival, and you can see in the distance, she points to her, she kind of tells her husband and points at me. And when I head over that way, she ends up stopping me and saying, we watch your videos. They were there on a lifestyle visit, which was great. And then I went to the Mexican restaurant and just was chatting with the bartender. Actually was showing him my camera. This is a camera that I use when I'm shooting the craft shows. And we were chatting, and then there was 4 people at the end of the bar, a couple over from me. And as they were leaving, one of the guys comes over and says, hey, we watch you on YouTube. Keep up the good work. So it really feels good. But I also want to show you some pictures of others as I was going in. This gentleman here wanted his picture with me. And then some of my friends at Sawgrass wanted their picture, and more at Sawgrass earlier in January wanted their picture. So I just want to say it is a very friendly place when you can relate and do things and meet new people. I find it very easy. I know a lot of people watch my YouTube, and like I say in these videos, stop me and say hi. I do enjoy it, and I appreciate that some of my videos have really helped out people budget-wise, or when looking for a home, or even looking at golf carts. I mean, I think I just try to hit the whole range of things, and I don't kind of stick to one theme or one thing to shoot. But I just want to do this video. I really appreciate the villages getting together and doing this massive way to do a recall, which they didn't ask for any ID, they didn't ask for anything. Some people got letters to go to the recall. I just found it posted and said I'm going, and I'm glad I did. I got the spring replaced, and so I'm good. My appreciation to those of you that watch my YouTube. Again, stop, say hi. Most of you we don't take pictures, but these are a few that we have, so I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching. Stop me when you see me in the villages, and catch me on the next video.